Hi everyone, this is Kay in the Collective Soul Tarot. It's wonderful to be here with you guys today. Thank you for being here with me. We're going to do a general reading for the collective. For today's date is March the 7th, Thursday, 2024. It's timeless reading, of course, so whenever it is that you're watching this, it could be resonating with you right then, okay? So I've already pulled with Archangel Michael, the Wisdom of the Oracle. And these are the three cards that came out. We have Round and Round, excuse me, Time to Go, and Co-Create. Okay, so Round and Round, what that is that it's kind of like we have this thought that's going around and around, or this belief that's going around and around. We feel like the same energy is going around and around in our lives. And as a result, this round and round experiences, right? The same experiences. That's because we have that ruminating belief where we have those thoughts that just keep coming up into our mind that we latch onto and take it as our belief again and say, oh yes, that's exactly what I believe, and the reason why I believe it is because I keep seeing this, the result of a certain belief. Like, let's say all politicians are corrupt, so then we see that all politicians that end up getting into the presidential or vice presidential seats are corrupt, actually become corrupt. And, or that I get migraine headaches. And yes, you will physically be feeling migraine headaches. Yes, if you get migraine headaches. But as we keep confirming and reaffirming that yes, I have migraine headaches, it's like you're taking ownership of it by saying I have migraine headaches, or I get migraine headaches. That's taking ownership of it, which basically means we own that, and it's our truth. It's our truth. And so therefore we're going to have the experience, because we are manifestors, even at the 3D level, even if we're not really even trying. It's kind of by default, and by default it comes from the subconscious mind, the beliefs that we've been operating from, and we believe, okay, beliefs in there that we've taken on either from someone else or just from your own round and round experiences, and your own beliefs about that is what's operating your experience, because our thoughts and emotions operate whether by default or as a master manifester. You're manifesting not as a master when we're allowing our subconscious mind to be full of beliefs, attitudes, and opinions about people, places, and things, events, and so forth and so on, that they become really like the pavement that our car drives along, that roadway that we take to work every day. It becomes that for us. We just follow it. It goes out before us, and we just follow it, because we may not know any different, or we don't know how to fix it, or it's just a habit, a habit that's become, although it may not be the most pleasant of all experiences that you're having every time, you become kind of desensitized to it, a little bit numb, right? It's familiar, so it's okay. It's safe, because it's okay. There's nothing like that's big and hairy jumping out in front of me and trying to, gobble me up with this particular road that I'm following. So we're just okay with it. We're fine, as long as it's not something big and hairy and trying to take our lives and cause a whole lot of destruction in our lives, our daily lives, then, I'm okay with that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you do want more, then you want to connect with your heart level, which is the 5th dimension, because this is 3D we're talking about here, with the lower mind of the subconscious, where all our fears are that we've oppressed or suppressed. We've suppressed down. Others might have oppressed it upon us, but we've taken it as, yes, I'm some kind of belief. If you're feeling oppressed by somebody, you've taken on the belief that, you deserve it, or you're unworthy for anything better. Something, right? Just something. So that's what's happening, is the round and round, is that we have been stuck in a cycle of mental thoughts and then the emotions that come as it, and then we continue to behave in the same way over and over and over again. And as we think and feel and behave, whether we behave or not, as we think and feel, we will have other people, places, things, events come to us, because we're magnets, and attract those experiences again into our daily lives, into our lives, so we can say, yeah, I was right about it. See, I was right. That's what I said was going to happen, and it happened. Okay, so it's time to get away from that, to go from that, to ascend to the higher level of fifth dimension, to go to the door of your natural inheritance of spirituality, which is the higher frequency vibration of fifth dimension and higher, where your spiritual inheritance is waiting for you. And that spiritual inheritance is like big energy, guys. It's humongous energy. And then you're creating with God, or you're creating with your inner divinity, your soul. You're co-creating. When you step through that door of fifth dimension and higher, the energy gets bigger and bigger. You change so much, but in a way that you're going to be very thrilled with. And you're going to be having some thrilling experiences in your life as the days and months go by, that you continue to focus on stepping off the merry-go-round in the children's park, right? Because that's what it is. It's a child's way of thinking from the old fears in the subconscious mind that are the conditions from the childhood, and those coping mechanisms that we constructed in our own psyche to help protect us from whatever it was we were afraid of or felt like we were being threatened by as a child. So it's time to get off the merry-go-round, is what this is saying. Archangel Michael says it's time to go higher, okay, to reach your divinity, your heart. Start listening to your heart. Don't be afraid anymore. Try not to be afraid that by going up a dimension and in vibration, that it's not going to kill you. It's going to help you heal, and it's going to help you live your life way better, because you'll be co-creating with the divine. You become a co-creator in this life. You'll be creating that, manifesting that, becoming a master manifester now, not just a manifester by default, but becoming a master manifester with the divine within you, within all of us. Okay, so let's move on to the past, present, and near future. Now, none of this, if something doesn't make sense to you, by all means, let me know in the comments, guys. Okay. We got the past is the road, sitting at a crossroads. It's kind of like the Two of Wands, right, in the tarot. And it's a number 22, which is a master number. It's a foundational number, because when you add the two together, it becomes 4, and 4 is like where will I put my foundation? Where will I put my energy, my focus, my time, and and my spirit and my spiritual discernment? Where will I put it? This way or that way? That's the past. So it's a crossroad. Journey. This one wants to come out, so we're going to use this. Okay, birds is present. That's communication, negotiation. Yeah, discussing. Yeah, making contact and texting or calling someone. So that was a decision that the person in the past had to make, whether to reach out and make contact with someone or to go a different direction completely. Near future is Lily. Okay, Lily is all about being, it says established achievement, being mature, developed, you're in retirement. You can relax and live a little bit leisurely because you've taken on the energy of peace, calm, and serenity, which is the lilies. That's what it represents, spiritual energy, right? Peace, calm, and serenity, and being in touch with your ancestors, the ones that have gone on before you, who they're like masters in their own right now because they have enlightened, and they're sharing their energy, their wisdom with you as you seek it, okay? As you seek it. They can't step on your toes, so if you don't want it, you know, it's there for the taking, but it's not something that, you know, little bits can come to you, but only to a certain extent. Apparently, you know, they're only allowed to do whatever is in alignment with your free will, okay? So if your free will is to shut the door on that, then that's what it is. But if your free will is to say, oh yeah, I'll give a listen, I'll give a little listen, let's see what happens when I give a little listen. Yeah. Or you might just say, yeah, come on, bring it on, you know? Give me wisdom, give me freedom, give me peace, give me my spiritual inheritance. Okay, Archangel Michael, for the past, card number 22, with road, the crossroads, journey, multiple choice, travel, weigh the options, decide, free will, opportunity, independent, and road trip. You may be taking a trip. Okay. We have poverty. That card's been coming out a lot. And wow. Okay. Heavy burdens. Poverty mindset, right? The round and round. And as a result, heavy burdens. Heavy burdens, grief, sorrow, sadness, you know, grievances, everything heavy, dark, you know. Negative energy is the cross that you bear when you're in poverty mindset, which is lack-mindedness. And we keep enforcing it as a reality for us, as our experiences, because every time we think we don't have enough money or don't have enough love, then our outer experiences reflect that to us, because we're the magnet that draws. So if we don't have enough money, and just let me reiterate that the universe is not discerning about whether or not it should feel more compassion for you and your situation than for another person. It's not like that at all, right? It's neutral. So if you're putting out, it only responds to your energy. So if you're putting out energy that you don't have enough of something, then the universe brings that in, because you are attracting that from the universe. So all people, places, things, and events and circumstances will come into your experience basically right away. And then, you know, in your future days too, because as long as we continue to think that, we continue to have those experiences. So what we're experiencing in our past, which this is what this time period is, it'll become our present. We're dragging that thought, that mindset into the present day, that then becomes our future. You see, so if you want this kind of future, and it looks like you're in a place for that collective. So if you want this type of future where you're tuned in, tapped in, turned on to the wisdom of your ancestors, which is your divine, your inner divine, right? It's all spoken through your soul. And I've spoken in inverted commas, right? So spoken through your soul, it's your soul speaking to you in that still small voice, that wisdom that's inside of you, the nugget of the wisdom inside of you. So it's coming from spirit, right? You're tuned in, tapped in, turned on, because you're taking your heart more seriously. Your mind and heart are in balance. So as long as you want to be in this energy, you have to let this go. You have to get off the merry-go-round. Time to go, to get off of it. Present day, which looks like that's going to happen for you. It is happening for you, or you're about to make it happen for you. So present day energy, please, Archangel Michael, with the birds. If you don't think if you think that someone doesn't want to talk to you, then you'll have that experience, you see. If you think someone's going to reject you, then you'll have that experience. And the reason why is because if other people want to reject you, it's because you're rejecting yourself first. If other people don't want to talk to you, it's because you're not listening to yourself first. Yeah. It's a hard thing to swallow, knowing that we're fully responsible. We are fully responsible for our experiences. We so don't want to believe in that. We so don't want to. And that's why people don't really want to know that they have the power within them. All right, birds. We have ship. That's going somewhere. It's packing your bags. And courthouse. That's judgment. Like judgment, making the decision to do that. Possibly because you're already in legality proceedings, right? Where you're putting something to an end. You know, in your past, that has been the very thing that has kept you in this kind of lack-mindedness. You're putting that in your past. You're putting that behind you, and you're moving on. Yeah, that's excellent. Way to go, guys. I'm so proud of you. I mean, that takes a lot of guts and work, right? Like I said, most people don't want to believe that it's because we've given our power away to everything external to us. Therefore, we feel for the most part powerless, but we don't want to admit to that either. We don't want to go around saying, I'm powerless, I'm powerless. But we do want to go around saying, it's because of that person that this is happening to me. That's saying you're powerless. So, Lily, for the near future, we have the Child card. This one wants to come out, and we have the Heart card. Wow. Wow. Okay, so Child is innocent, right? Child is new beginnings. Child is fantasizing, making a wish. Child is like wanting things to be a certain delightful way, a new beginning, a certain delightful way. He's fantasizing about possibly going to Disney World. Doesn't that look like the castle of Disney World? Yeah, all sunshine and rainbows, toys and little dolls and stuff like that. Once upon a time, it says here. So Fantasyland, a storybook ending kind of thing. In love, a storybook. Once upon a time, there were two people who met, and they fell in love, though didn't necessarily know they had. At least one didn't, and so that it turned out that one person really wasn't who they were saying they were, and they had to move on because they were committed elsewhere, while the other person was brokenhearted and feeling duped. but grew exponentially as a result of it, because they didn't let that keep them down. They didn't let themselves stay peeled on the pavement, just to be run over time and time again with every new relationship that came along. If there were, they peeled themselves off the pavement, painfully so, of course, and stood up on their 2 feet, brushed themselves off and said, angels, said, God, I'm in so much distress and pain. I thought I was going to be with this one. I thought this, I thought that. And it turns out they lied to me. And I don't know what to do. I mean, I did not believe that I was being lied to. Okay? And so God said, in my child, thank you for turning your face back towards me and asking me for help. Let's get you sorted out. And so the journey began. But the journey really began when you first met the person who was going to betray you. Okay? Yeah, it did. Took you into the dark night of the soul. It put you at the bottom of the barrel, so to speak. And you had to look up to see the light, that there was a light at the end of your tunnel, your very dark tunnel, because you were depressed. You were deeply sad and sorrow-filled from what just happened to you. Well, the storybook ending is that the two of you have found a way to become enlightened and feeling at peace and calm within your own skin, that you just want more of that, and you want more of that in a relationship with another human being. You do. And so the storybook ending comes to the two of you coming back together and mating for life. Like swans, right? Mating for life in love, in a higher love, that fifth dimensional higher love. It's not 3D love anymore. There's no real conditions any longer. Yeah, I mean, it's because the two of you are growing and stepping into your higher resonancy of big energy, you get a big love, and you're still tuned in, tapped in, turned on into yourself, into me, I see, and so that you can be the intimate individual with the other one who's being into me, I see as well, and can respond intimately towards you, collective. Okay, as a result, because the two of you are now on the same page, you're at the same frequency, or at least very similar frequency, and now you can just like step into those shoes that you've been, wearing when the two of you come together, and you just like blossom. Sure, you're going to have problems. Sure, there's going to be problems, but you know what? You're so much wiser and so much more capable, and you got the divine, who is the permanent problem solver. Okay, the divine, whenever you give a problem to the divine, and if you have a problem about being able to figure out how to get from where you are and where you want to be with that person, you give it to the divine. The divine finds the solution, because the divine can see everything and where everyone and everything is, right? All at once. He can see how everything can come together like this through the hologram. And he brings the solution in that it may end up being not exactly the way you're imagining it to be, but it's going to be better. Like way better, guys. Way better. Way better. And it's going to be a permanent solution. So this is a long-term, to the end connection. And anything that you needed to, some solution that you needed to get there to even reconnect, you give it to the divine, and bang, it's done. It's done, and it's the best solution that no one else could think of, not even you. It's the best solution. You'll find the way will come, and it might even be like a miraculous experience for you, or mysterious, or just like, oh my God, I would have never thought of that, that kind of thing. So it's wonderful, and it seems that that's what you guys are doing. I am just so proud of you. So happy for you. Very, very happy for that energy that you're stepping and have stepped into and made it your own. Getting off the merry-go-round of childhood woes, okay? The beliefs and the pain and the wounds that we've been operating on as adults, even though those are from our childhood. So the T from Archangel Michael for the past is pin. New job or career, fantastic. Talk about a solution. So if you need to uproot, let's say, collective, you need to uproot, move from where you're currently living and working to be able to be with the one that you love, that you so deeply love and want to be with, spend your life with. You may need to find work there, right? You're probably going to be going towards her unless you ask and she says, okay, I'll come to you. But you don't want to rock the boat too much, right? You have to get a feeling for where I keep pointing at that, but where she's at, she or he is at. Let's see. Are we talking about boys or girls here? We're not talking about any gender. So wherever they're at, okay, in their feelings about you, I would say they're in forgiveness for you, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they want to uproot their lives like that within the next year or so, 6 months, next year or so. They don't want to uproot their lives to just go live with you after all of the past that's gone by. So they're going to be discerning, right? They're going to take their time to get figured out with you. They'll want to know that you are truly, your intentions are pure, and that you're coming forward to have that long term and not like it was before, okay? So what is the near future? So you're going to have some kind of opportunity here come to you with a new job or career, which is going to pay you more. It's a position that you can actually do wherever it is that your love interest lives or nearby. Present day, woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. Okay, so that could be the this one over here, or it could be somebody that has to do with this. Okay, or it could be a judge, a female judge. Or it might just be what do you call it? A travel agent. Travel agent. Okay, could be. You very well. It can be anything. Okay, so near future we have lobster, financial pinch. Okay, financial pinch. So in the near future, because of all the changes that you want to make, you know, especially if you got to relocate, it's very possible you're going to feel the pinch because you need to get, you got to get settled. You got to get this, that, and the other thing, right? Find a place to live, pay for that, pay for the, if you're renting, you got to put a deposit down the first 2 months or first 6 months, whatever. And then you got to get utilities established, pay those deposits and stuff like that, telephone, you know, cell phone services, you know, you've got to change your cell phone service and so forth and so on. It could be quite expensive. Just your airplane ticket with the travel agent right here, you know, airplane ticket, maybe you're moving your household belongings if you decide you want to take some or all of them with you. That's going to cost a lot of money. It's just, there's a lot, and you need to maybe renew your passport. That's another couple of $100. If you need to get a job permit, you're going to have to go through the process with the immigration of that particular state, country. You know, it may not be state, but country, whatever it is. It's just expensive. And there's way more expenses than just that. So let's talk about the past with the road, poverty, mindedness, this heavy burden of grief, sorrow, depression, anxiety, and the new job and career. We have 10 of Cups. Okay. And the Empress. Okay. So I could take this two ways, okay, because it's a crossroad thing. You either stay in this and lose out your chance of a happily ever after with the 10 of Cups, an emotional, fulfilling long term with the Empress, or it's the other way. You make the other plan. Okay, so one way or the other. One way is with this kind of mindset, and you're going to lose out on this chance with somebody that you want to go towards over here, right? But it's also, if you stay on the left, let's just say it's the left, you're going to stay in this energy, and you're going to be staying in this marriage. This Empress would be your wife. Either that, or you'll be having problems with, and just staying with that. Just making the decision to stay with the wife, no matter how many problems it might cause you emotionally, financially, whatever, mentally. If you go the other way, you choose to clean this up, right? Get off the merry-go-round and be looking out for something that's going to help you do this, to have this with the Empress that's over here. All right, so either way, however it resonates for you. Okay? Now, for present day, that's what you did. That's what you did. You were at the crossroads. I keep having to remind myself, this is past. You were at a crossroads, and you have decided to step off the merry-go-round. But those were your two choices back then. But you decided to take the opportunity to move into a happily ever after, which is what this says over here, with the Empress that you've known and you want to return to. The birds, Archangel Michael, the ship, and the courthouse with the woman, dealings or relationship with the woman. So this could be her, okay, the Empress, or it could be an agent, like a travel agent, like I said. So we have the Four of Swords and we have Death. So it's both laying it down, right? Four of Swords is about laying down all your busy rumination. Round and around you go with your thoughts. Okay, laying those down because you're feeling exhausted. You need to be able to get up afterwards, take the 4th sword, because 3 swords is the heartbreak, and start communicating, taking action. Communicating, whether it's with a travel agent, with your Empress over here, or anyone that you need to speak to in order to get you from here to there. You put an end to your old round and round. You put an end to your old cycles of childhood wounding and living and operating your life from that, and transforming as a result. You made a decision to do that because you want to giddy up and go. You want to get on in that boat, or at least put your belongings in that boat. If you're going across the water or going across the world where your Empress happens to reside, you've made a decision to do that, and perhaps some kind of legalities came around that has made you has put you on the path of becoming free from this other, if this is the other situation there where you would have stayed with your wife and hunkered down and just put your armor on, say, I'm gonna do this. I'm staying here. I'm doing this with her. That was your other option. Okay, but you decided not to, and so you've decided that you need to take it to court to break the contract. If you're married, and this would say you're married, the Empress, because that's a wife energy, when it's not the Empress energy. Okay, so yeah, whatever way it resonates with you, it could be both, that you're reaching out to talk to your Empress over here and saying that you're talking to either a real estate agent or a travel agent, because you're moving. You're coming to her. That's your final decision. And it also, then of course, you're saying we're in divorce proceedings right now because I don't want to be with her anymore. And it's a her I'm talking about now because of the Empress. I'm putting my old ways away. That's what you're telling her. No more sneaky, no more toxicity. You're putting your old ways away and your old mindset away, living from your childhood wounds, allowing that old conditioning to take you into every new relationship you're in, right? That's taking the baggage with you. And you're transforming as a result. You've gone to the divine and you said, I need to rest. This is just too much. I didn't know what to do. I'm so brokenhearted. And then you get up off your bed and you grab that 4th sword and you say, I'm going forward in truth, honesty, integrity, transparency, and dignity, because I'm tuned in, tapped in, turned on, thanks to all of this and me connecting with my divine. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. That's what I am. Yep, and so we're going to ask Archangel Michael to give us some tarot on this for the lily, the child, the heart, and the lobster with financial pinch. Very interesting how that just gets in there like that. Okay. What do you have to say, Archangel Michael, please? 7 of Swords. Holy moly. And Judgment. Yeah. Now, let's get another one. This one wants to come out. King of Coins. There you are. Holy smokes. There you are. Okay. You're in a financial pinch in the near future because of all this going on. You are going through divorce proceedings, and you know that the one that's been sneaky around you and in toxic energy as a result of your own energy being like this in the past, okay? Due to those childhood wounds, right? Your own energy attracted a karmic into your life who would then be like this, all right? She was probably like that all along, but, you were a perfect match back then because you were both on the same page about life and how to operate in life with those beliefs and those wounds, that you subconsciously did not maybe even recognize they were there. You likely didn't, but now, You know now, and you can't heal unless you know what it is you need to heal. So yeah, you've amped up energy, vibration wise. You become a king. You're not a pentacle. No, you're not a pentacle. You're not a page, and you're not a knight. You are a king now. Moving on up into emperor energy. This one's in touch with, this one's fully grounded. And as a result of being fully grounded in 3D, you have the ability and have taken on the charge of being in 5D, like in touch with your heart now. You have everything you need at the 3D level, right? You may be in a financial pinch right now, but you're the kind of hard worker, King of Coins, the type of hard worker who's not going to be held down long, especially you've got a new job or career that's going to be very, very fruitful for you, and it's going to help you to achieve all of this that your heart is desiring to have. Okay, so the Seven of Swords is this because I'm not bringing out very many cards, so I have to read between the lines. And this is the whole toxicity that she has possibly been betraying you in some way, but she's been just in negative, toxic energy, and you've come to realize that it's not her that your heart is really crying out to be with, right? You're coming to realize that you're letting go of that round and round 3D energy, and this is very much 3D energy, because these are all fears. Every sword that you swing, it's a thought that you then behave from, act on, or you say, you speak. It's just the same thing, because behaving is speaking or acting. So whatever thought, a belief, or how you feel you need to navigate your 3D existence, you were very, very trying to run away from losing, from failing, from not feeling good enough. So you needed to do whatever you needed to do back then in order for you to be able to have what you have today. For the, at least a large part of it, or for the most part. But you're a hard worker. You've been a hard worker. So whatever you gained from being a hard worker, that's because of your own, sweat and tears kind of thing. So it's not all bad. Not all bad. It's not all toxic. But you needed to, this here is that you want to escape from this energy. You do. Round and round, you want to escape from this energy because of what it's brought, because you've been the magnet of that, right? So you are ready to let that go where we are. But you will have to experience a financial pinch for a short period of time until you get back on your feet, but you're ready to do it. You know that you've had karma to pay off, and you're ready now to take responsibility and accountability for what it is that has happened in your life as a result of this round and round lower vibe thinking of 3D level. You're now in the 5th. This is 5D and higher. This is 5D and higher. Even using your imagination is 5D and higher, okay? And this definitely is 5D and higher. All right, so you got a lot of 5D and higher energy here in the near future, but you're going to start it off now. Well, it's not really where you started it off, but starting off a new, a new paradigm for you. A new paradigm for you by doing this, right? Communicating, getting the ball going. It's time to go. It's time. It's telling you it's time to reach out and touch somebody, communicate, reconnect with somebody that is in your heart and on your mind, that you want to go towards. Okay, could be this one, but you're going transformed, putting this old way behind, and you're healing your heart. You're healing that heartbreak from all this. Okay, let's see what the angels have to say. Ask a question. I'm gonna bring out the Angels Answers cards here. Archangel Michael, our collective. This This is fantastic information. I'm so proud of them, Archangel Michael, as I'm sure you are too. I'm happy for them. Look at their outcome. You know, that's just fabulous. So Archangel Michael, what do their angels and spirit guides want to tell them? Remain positive. Remain positive. Fantastic. Yeah, remain positive. Yes, most definitely. Big happy changes are on the way. Remain positive because big happy changes are on its way. And reconsider, you know, in other words, what I said over here, did I say that over here? Is that, yeah, you know, you can imagine all you want, you know, what it is that you want to experience, as long as you keep the divine in your plans, okay? The divine, that download, that wisdom, connecting with them through prayer, meditation, and mindfulness. You can, the divine is saying, reconsider, because they've got a, you know, they got a better solution for you that you couldn't possibly bring into manifestation on your own, with your own little will. The big will comes in, and you're going to have other things to consider, right? You're going to have other things to consider, and it's going to be great. And it says you're ready, and that's what this is saying here, right there. You're ready. So I hope that answered your question. You are ready to do this. Time to go. Okay, it's time. Presently. This is not showing up here. It didn't show up there. It's right here. It's time to go. You're ready. That is so fantastic, guys. I hope that this reading helped you. And again, till tomorrow, Friday. Take care. Bye for now.